Right, hey everyone. I'm John Gary. I'm the instructor for the Survey of Chemistry course at CSU. This is kind of a course walkthrough, another introduction. So I've posted the videos that I sent out to your email under Cougar View. If you go to Content and Getting Started, all right. So the introduction, you'll want to watch that if you didn't see the one that I sent to your email. It's the same video, but it's there in the beginning. I'm also going to post this video there, and you'll just kind of check in periodically, make sure there's no new announcements, and make sure that there's nothing new posted under content. Typically, I like to post stuff on Monday morning. We didn't start this week until Tuesday, so I'm a little late getting all of this in, but uh, the due dates and everything will give you plenty of time. It's at least about a week after I post the video, so you'll have plenty of time to get in there and do what you need to do. But before we get into all that, let me go through the syllabus, kind of talk about what is expected of you for this course. All right, so this course is entirely online, and everything that you do will be online. It'll be through either Alex or mastery program. That's what they call it, a mastery program, and that just means that you can address certain topics until you've achieved a level of mastery, is what they call it, and that means you can do it easily. Essentially, is all that means. All right, so let's go over the syllabus real quick, and I'll get to Alex and everything that you'll need for this course. Now, this video is just for the survey course. If you have a lab with me as well, you'll need to go up here and find the lab that you're in and go check that one every time also. Okay, so you'll want to check the content. You'll want to check announcements. Make sure that you're not missing anything. My main way of communication is announcements. So check in there first and make sure that I haven't posted anything. If you still have questions, you can email me or we can set up a virtual meeting. All right, so let's kind of just run through the syllabus. Your basic stuff, there's a lot of stuff here that you won't need because you're not on campus, but let's talk about the things that you will. So the semester runs from January 18th to May 9th. I think technically class is in on May 2nd, and then we had the final set up May 6th through May 9th, something like that. So my testing, I usually give a few days. Once you start your test, you have to finish it, but I'll give you a few days just if you're working or whatever. It'll usually run Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That way, some people that need a weekday will have a weekday. Others that do all the work on the weekend will have that as well. So I try to be kind of generous with the time for you to complete assignments and exams. All right? And that's what we need as online students, and for me, an online teacher, is to kind of have that flexibility to be able to do our work when we need to. Okay? So here's my email. You can contact me whenever you need to. I usually try to get back as soon as possible. I mentioned this in the introduction video, but I want to mention it again. Use your Gmail as your main way of communication. Okay? Don't use the Columbus State, the Cougar View messaging system. Okay? I mean, you can. I'll still get it and I'll still read it. It just takes me a while to get back in touch with you because I can't respond from my phone. Okay? I have to log into my computer, log into Cougar View, and then respond through that. So if you do it through Gmail, I can have it on my phone, and I can, if I need to get back to you immediately, I can. So I would prefer that you use the Gmail at columbusstate.edu and not the colestate.view tag that comes with Cougar View's messaging system. Okay? So course description is basically the same as your in-person courses, except for I will provide my lecture videos and also several other supplemental videos that you can look at to maybe help you tackle a topic or something that you're not getting right away. Okay, just to kind of show you, let me go to an older course. This is fall of last year. So getting started, like here's chapter 1. Make sure y'all can still see this, okay? Yeah, chapter 1, you see I have a ton of videos. All of these are not required, okay? You can basically go at your own pace here in this course, okay? If you get into chapter 1 and you watch the chapter 1 lectures and decide that you have it down pat enough where you can do all the assignments, then you might not need to watch all of these other videos talking about certain topics. Okay, these videos address very specific topics, and it's when you get hung up on those topics that you can come here and click on metric unit conversions. You didn't get it right on your assignment, so you need to kind of do a little bit more, learn it a little bit better. These videos will be from different publishers on YouTube. They might address the topic from a different perspective. So it's really good information for you to kind of dive in and absorb all of the different kind of knowledge you can get, because I understand that some people are auditory, some people are visual learners, you know. So having these different types of teachers can really help drill home the information that we need you to get. All right. So as I said, all of these are not required. They're supplemental, meaning that you can go to them as you need them. All right. So let me go back to our course and continue going through the syllabus. All right. So required course materials. The only thing you really need for this course is Alex. All right. Alex is a online program. We call it a mastery program that will allow you to do coursework. I've set up modules in this system, and you can go through and do your coursework. The first thing, once you log in, let me go back to the syllabus, sorry. Just kind of mention how long you need it. So this tells you all of the different options for purchasing the text and Alex online access. I'm not real sure what the price is. It's been moving around. I think it's about $100 for 1 semester with ebook access. All right. Now there's a little note here for nursing students that are going to take Chem 1152. You might want to go ahead and buy the year 52-week plan. That way you'll have access to it when you complete Chem 1152 in the fall. All right. So that's the 52-week plan. Most of you will only need the 18-week plan, and that'll save you a little bit of money if you're only doing Survey of Chemistry 1, or if you're not ready to jump into Survey of Chemistry 2 next semester. All right. So you will kind of follow these instructions. I put instructions down at the bottom of this syllabus, and we'll come back to the rest of that. And this will kind of help you get started. All right. Now, one thing that you'll absolutely need to log into Alex is this class code. You'll see right here, CNEQUJKMAV. So when you log into Alex, this took me directly to my page, but it'll give you an option to enter a course code, and you can do that, and it'll link you up with my course on Alex. All right. So that is the only thing you need to do this week immediately, is get registered for Alex. Email me if you have any problems doing that. And like I said, I put a bunch of information on the syllabus. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of walks you through how you need to get into Alex. Okay. And so you also need to purchase access to the ebook. And just to kind of show you what that looks like, let's see, Survey of Chemistry, click on that. Oh, it's not showing you. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. I'm going to make it a little bigger so you can see it. This is what the ebook looks like. All right, so that's chapter 7, and then you'll be able to kind of move through. That's the text that you're looking for. This is the ebook, so I can do everything right here on the side, and it's also got some extra little resources and stuff. Um, it's actually very, very good for what we're doing here. The online program, I don't think that you would need a hard copy unless you're just one of those that doesn't read as well on computer, so you need to have something physical to be able to look at. All right, so just, like I said, standard book, but it works well for what we're doing because I can go through here, I can click on any one of these tabs, and it'll take me straight to that section. So it lets me navigate more easily, and I enjoy it. But like I said, you can do whatever is best for you in this course, whether it be a hard copy or ebook, whatever. All right. So that's it. Let me go back to the syllabus and keep going through, make sure we don't miss anything. All right, so all of your assignments will be through Alex. All right, with the exception of the exams. The exams, the midterm exam and the final exam, I'll conduct on Cougar View, and I'll give you more information about those as we get closer to that. I'll even give you a practice exam so you can make sure that you know your computer works and that you're doing it right and that you're turning it in and getting credit for it. Okay? So exams are about half of your grade, and then Alex is the other half of your grade. And I put a tentative schedule here, so we didn't get all the way to chapter 10 last semester. We'll probably end up stopping around chapter 8. We'll see how it goes. I would like to cover everything, but it's probably more than likely not going to happen. So this is an ambitious schedule. We'll see how it goes, though, okay? And like I said, just kind of week to week, this is what I plan to be doing, but it's definitely subject to change. Okay, and then specific learning objectives. By the end of this course, you should be able to do most, if not all of this, depending on how far we get and what sections we cover. And then we have the ADA statements, campus carry, academic dishonesty policies. And then all of this is just helping you get into Alex. All right. So let me back up and see. I want to show you. Accessibility options. So if you come to the home page, you'll see that we also have a lot of links here on the left side of your Cougar View homepage, okay, including accessibility policy, privacy statement. So if anyone in the course is disabled and would need material set up in a certain way or delivered in a certain manner, please email me and I'll do my best to accommodate whatever you need to be successful in the course. All right. And then there's some policy, some school policy about all of that. I'm not very familiar with, but I do know that we have disabled students and that I need to make my best effort to get all of this information however they need it. Okay, so if you need transcripts or closed caption, any of that stuff, let me know. I'm working with the COOL office, Center for Online Learning, that we can get transcripts and closed captioning and everything for the videos that we need. All right, so email me if that's a concern for you. So let me just make sure that we've covered everything we need to cover for the survey, for the lecture course. Okay, this here is a link taking you straight to Alex, so you'll need to sign up. I think there is an option for a temporary password that you can request. I'll talk with my representative and see. Everybody email me. Let me know if you got in, if you didn't. Say hello, tell me your name. I'd like to kind of hear from everybody, and that way I can also check to make sure the emails are working properly and that everybody can communicate with me. So I don't mind if you kind of blow up my emails this week. Let's go ahead and get a line of communication built up so we can start to communicate. Because when online learning, now this is possibly one of the most important things is communication. Okay, I don't get feedback from students typically like I would in a classroom, right? I can't, when I teach something, I can see people's eyes light up if they understand it, or kind of wither if they don't, you know. So I look for those visual cues to tell me how you're doing in the course. Now, in an online course, I don't get those cues. All I have is your grades. So if your grades start falling, or even before your grades start slipping, contact me and tell me what you're having problems with, what you're not understanding. I can usually kind of walk you through it. 9 out of 10, it's a simple mistake that you didn't realize you were making or that you missed in the video. And so we get that corrected and you're back on your way. Okay? So communication is critical. Email me anytime you have a problem. I'll get back to you. I'm usually pretty good about getting back as soon as I can. And then, don't be scared to email other people in the course. Kind of ask them, pick their brain, what is going on, how did they tackle a specific problem. All right. So I think that's it for the introduction video. If you have any questions, obviously you can contact me. There are no assignments this week. So when you log into Alex, let me go here. The only, I guess you call it an assignment for this week, is doing the initial knowledge check for Alex. So what this is just a test. Once you log in, put in my course code and get registered for the course. When you get started, they'll give you an initial knowledge check. It's just kind of like a little test to see what knowledge you already have. Okay. And if you do very well on this, I think you can actually get credit for part of the course. So, I mean, most people don't. It is a tough test, and it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be tougher than what you're able to do because you haven't learned it yet. All right? So don't worry about it. Don't worry about what your grade is. Just try to go through and do what you can, answer what you can, and at the end, it'll kind of give you a breakdown of how you did. And then you'll get ready to move on to the course content. And so there are due dates associated with the assignments, but those are not in stone yet. I still have to go through and edit some of the dates and see how far or how fast we're going to go. All right, like the first one I have here due on January 31st, that might actually be a good due date. We'll see about it as we go. And we'll see how long it takes us to cover this. All right. So I think that's it for right now. I will post the lecture video to chapter 0 and 1. 0 is just a math review, so that's why they call it 0. But I'll post a math review and chapter 1 lecture on Cougar View probably toward the end of this week, beginning of next week. Like I said, usually I like to have it up on Monday. Stuff happens. Sometimes I get it up early, sometimes I don't. If I don't get it up on time, I'll usually make an announcement and say, hey, I'm working on the video. I'll have it up by noon, something like that. All right, so that's it. Y'all email me if you need me. Go ahead and get registered for Alex. If financing is going to, so I know everybody always has some financial problems trying to get this program. I would recommend getting a credit card or something that you can pay for it now and then pay off your credit card once you get your financial aid, if that's how you operate, if you're waiting on financial aid. That way you don't fall behind in the course, and we don't have to make all these moves to try to get you back on track once your financial aid does hit. So I would recommend getting a credit card or somebody to help you pay for it if you can't at this time. And now there might be a temporary access code, but that only lasts 2 weeks. And typically, excuse me, I'm thinking about a sneeze. Typically, you don't have your financial aid by the time that temporary password expires. So I would look to do something else, get it paid for some other kind of way, so that you can go ahead and get in the course and don't fall behind, because it'll get real stressful if you're waiting a month on your money and then all of a sudden you have to catch up all of these assignments before the midterm exam, right? So try to get that paid for, get registered. Let me know where you're at, and then our first coursework will start next week. All right. So that's it for this video. I will see y'all next time. Bye.